I usually try to answer questions that I get frequently asked in a video like this, or in a lesson or a tutorial like this, so everybody can hear it at the same time, so I don't have to keep addressing the same exact question. One of the questions is, how do I get rid of fret buzz? Right? Like when you're playing, you hear that nasty, like that buzzing sound that you don't want. So we're going to be talking about that today. All right, guys, so real quick, what is the fret buzz? Where is that coming from? So with me, there's usually only 3 places it usually comes from, and that's most of the time. I'm just going to name the 3. So one is that your action is too low. All right, when you're adjusting your action, this right here on your bridge, you can adjust that action. If you don't know how to do that, I'll do a tutorial on that. It's actually coming up, actually bass maintenance and setting up your bass, changing your strings, all that good stuff that you need to know, especially to be able to do it yourself. Because what if you're in a place that you don't have anybody else to do it? You want to be able to know how to do it yourself. So I'm going to be talking about that soon. But anyway, your action adjust here, just the height of your strings. So you can adjust that. If it's too low, you'll hear that buzz. Whenever you press down the string, you'll hear that buzz sound. All right, so that's 1. Okay, so 2, it can be that you're not pressing down on the strings firm enough. Okay, so when you're pressing down on the frets, you might get that kind of noise, that kind of sound. Now my action is pretty decent. I like a little bit of buzz, and that's just me, I'm weird, but I like a little bit of buzz, but not way too much. Okay, so, but if you're not pressing down on the string, I'm just showing you now, I'm really just lightly pressing down. You see that a lot with beginners. I see that a lot with beginners. They're first starting to play, and their hand strength or their grip strength isn't strong enough yet to be able to press the strings down firmly, or their technique is wrong, because you have the strongest guy, you know, playing bass, but their technique is wrong and they're getting that buzz. So sometimes it's just technique that you have to worry about, or just gripping the strings or pressing the strings down more firmly to be able to get that clean tone, right? You don't want. All right, that's the buzz that a lot of people talk about, and that's one of the main reasons why I see that reason right there is why I see that buzz happening. So 1 was the action of the string. You can raise that to adjust it just to see if that helps just a little bit. Number 2 was just pressing down firm enough against the string, against the fretboard, to be able to create that clean tone without that buzz. So the third reason of why you may be getting that buzz is because of your truss rod. All right, so the neck of the bass can have a tendency to bow or be tightened, actually bow this way or bow that way, if that's so weird to do, but it has a tendency to bow. All right, you have to have your neck adjusted from time to time, especially if you look down your bass. Usually this is how I check. I mean, I don't want to come at you like this, but this is how I usually check my action, or not my action, but my truss rod, to see how straight my neck is, or just put it down either on the floor and kind of look at it downward. And you can kind of see if the neck is bowing, if the neck is straight, if the neck is bowing the opposite way, and you can adjust it if need be. All right, my truss rod is here. My truss rod adjustment is here. And like I said, we'll be talking about that, going more in depth with bass maintenance, setting up your bass and things like that, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just giving you the 3 reasons of why it could be. All right, so don't throw the bass out if you're getting buzzed. My truss rod adjustment is right here, right at the end of the fretboard. There's a little insert here that you can insert the truss rod tool. Or some basses, most basses, so many jazz basses, have the truss rod adjustment up at the top of the neck, right by the nut. It'll be a groove, a small groove inside. I can actually show you. You have that groove right there. Is actually that hole right inside there. You adjust the truss rod with, just like you would do the other bass that I was showing you. So they're different in different basses, and you can check to see if that's the problem. And you want to, just a reminder, when you're adjusting your truss rod, you want to adjust it slowly, maybe like a quarter turn each time, because that'll really damage your neck. You don't want to turn it a full turn constantly, because that will really warp or damage your neck. So if you're not comfortable with that, you might want to take that to a professional. But anyway, we'll get more into that later. So those are my 3 reasons why you might be getting fret buzz, so you can be able to adjust it accordingly. Adjusting the action is actually pretty simple, pretty easy. I do it on the fly all the time, just in case, you know, like if I'm flying, sometimes the bass changes, you know, like the wood of the bass kind of changes a little bit. I have to do a little bit of adjustment on the bass, but so that's pretty easy to do. So you can get a clean All right, guys, so make sure you know, so coming out clean, clear, and precise with less fret buzz, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, so listen up. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also push that notification bell icon. I know that's one more step you got to take, but it's worth it so you don't ever miss a lesson that I post every single Friday and even more times than that. And if you're really, really serious about taking your bass playing to the next level, you'll become a Bass Nation Academy member at DaricBennett.com. All the links and all the info is in the description. I want to see you there. Come check us out. 3-day free trial, nothing to lose. I want to see you there. Did I say I want to see? I want to see you there. Till next time.